What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm actually at a basketball court here in just like a park. I live in downtown Minneapolis. But anyways, today I wanted to talk about exactly why I started dropshipping. So I'm gonna cover a couple points here, and hopefully after watching this video you have a better idea of why you should also start dropshipping. And hopefully watching this video will also give you some more motivation as to, you know, how long it's taken me to actually find success, etc, etc. So yeah, I'm gonna continue this video once I get home. It's pretty cold out here, but first let me show you some skate clips I got. Fuck, bro. We did it. Fuck, I don't know why that was so hard. I haven't skated in like a month. My board's super stiff. My shoes are stiff. It's cold. That shit took forever. But we persevered. We pushed through and we got it. And not only once, but multiple times. That's a good analogy for dropshipping, guys. You know, sometimes it's gonna be frustrating. It's an uphill battle. It feels like it. You know, you're testing products, nothing's working. But then you get that one that's like kind of working, kind of like that first like semi-land that I had. And once you get that, you erase a little bit of limiting beliefs, and then it gets better, and then it gets better, and then you're more confident and more confident until you can replicate the results over and over again. Damn, that shit was pretty deep. Wow. You can see the beautiful sunset. Kind of sunset, not quite sunset, but anyways, this was really fun, really good challenge. I definitely needed to skate, but yeah, I'll continue this at the crib. Let's go. Alright guys, I'm back home. I want to continue this video here so that I have better audio and everything. So I want to continue on the topic of why I started dropshipping, and I'll start also getting into sort of what my goals are now, and also how I've persisted through so much adversity over my journey. A lot of you guys do know like kind of exactly what my journey has been. But just to briefly summarize it for you, the main reason why I started dropshipping was of course to make more money. I wanted to make money. I was like, man, I just wanted to make more money, have more disposable income. I've never been a big spender, but I always wanted to have money in the bank to, you know, fund whatever it is that I wanted, you know, whether it be traveling with my girlfriend or taking her out to dinner or, you know, buying a new skateboard, whatever it may be. Every time I had to make a purchase like that, just straight out of my pocket, it was always very painful because I knew that my bank account was, you know, diminishing slowly. I just simply wanted to make money. I didn't want a lot. You know, my goal at first was to make an extra $3,000 a month. At the time I did have a job. I was making maybe $1,000 a month. So I just basically wanted a second income stream because I knew that that would be the best way to efficiently make more money and the safest way. Now here's what you gotta understand. My first month dropshipping, guys, I literally made 0 sales. And from that moment, it took me another 6 months to actually make my first sale off of my Shopify store. So that whole first month, all I did is I built a site. The site was actually around the women's like fitness niche. And back then, man, I wish I would have known what I know now, because I probably could have turned it into something huge. But at the time, I just ran and spent like $20 a day across like really weird ads like that. I just literally had no idea what I was doing with Facebook ads, and just doing whatever campaign I thought would work, that would kind of make sense to me, even though, like I said, I had no previous background, and just spending money on it. So before the month was over, I had actually spent about $800 with 0 return, like literally no sales, nothing. Now I did drive a ton of traffic to my store, so like that's why I kept spending money, because I was like, okay, well, I'm spending all this money and getting traffic to my store, so that's good, right? I'm getting visitors. This is awesome. Somebody's like definitely gonna buy something. And of course, to my surprise, nobody bought shit. It was pretty sad. I was actually extremely demotivated, and what happened is I actually ended up quitting for about 3 months. I was like, you know what, fuck this. This is not working. I just spent all this money, there's just no way. So I quit dropshipping, but I didn't quit looking for a second income stream. I was determined to find a second income stream. So what I did is I started selling things on eBay. Whether it was just things around the house, things I found at Savers, or even things that I ordered off of AliExpress, because at the time I did know about AliExpress. So what I started to do was like, you know, taking things from AliExpress, bundling them together in like a package. I even ordered little boxes from AliExpress. Just made everything look really cool. Took my own pictures. It was really awesome. And I actually started making sales, guys. This was like the most exciting time ever because now that I had made my first sales, I was finally actually making money. I was ROI positive. And this, guys, like gave me courage. It gave me confidence. But most importantly, it completely erased any sort of limiting beliefs that I previously had. So that was basically like me sort of landing the trick, right? Like to put it in that skateboarding analogy that I covered earlier, it was sort of like me first kind of sort of landing the trick, but then falling afterwards. But still, I landed the trick slightly, so I knew that I could do it. I knew that if I just put more effort into it, that I could build something bigger, that I could land the trick better. You know what I'm saying? So fast forward like 4 months later, I made an extra $1,500 in pure profits through my eBay business. It was very hard to scale though, because I had to wait for inventory and it just wasn't ideal, right? So then I was like, okay, I made money online. I know more or less how to market a product slightly better, so let me just try this again. So I went back into dropshipping, and then I actually bought a Facebook ads course. I was like, okay, this time I kind of want to know what I'm doing. And then after looking through the course and just kind of learning a lot, I put it into action and I finally saw my first couple sales coming in, and that was probably the second most exciting time. Now, actually at the time I still had my eBay business, so now this was my third income stream. So I was so excited, guys. You have no idea. I basically stopped hanging out with most of my friends and just started fully focusing on my businesses and my job so that I could make as much money as possible. And that's when Tyler, who was like one of my best friends at the time and still is obviously, decided that he was getting into e-com, and then, you know, through a lot of twists and turns we ended up partnering, and man, the decision was amazing. Here we are now. But what I want you to understand, guys, is the reason why I started dropshipping was to make a lot of money, and there's nothing wrong with that. But what you have to understand is in order to make more and more money, you have to get rid of your limiting beliefs. Literally, it's crazy because every time that we hit a certain milestone, I was erasing limiting beliefs from my mindset, right? Like whenever we hit our first $10,000 month, which was about 8 months or 10 months after partnering up with Tyler, I was like, okay, we made 10,000, we can make 20. So then came the new year, February of this year, we did our first $20,000 month. You guys saw basically all of this go down if you've been a true OG, because I did start my channel in January when we had already done like 50K in revenue total. But then February, I just got super motivated. We were like, okay, limiting beliefs are out of here, like get the fuck out of here, limiting beliefs, we're gonna go hard. And then we did our 20K month February, and then now that we knew we could do 20K, we're like, okay, let's just take it to the next level. And then the next month we did our first 6-figure month, literally from 0 to 100 so quick. It was insane, and I'm really happy that I was able to showcase the whole journey basically on my YouTube channel from the very beginning, and it's really humbling to see like where I'm at now, and super thankful for every single one of you, of course. But here's the thing, guys, over time my reason for dropshipping shifted from, you know, just wanting to make money to something slightly different, especially after I started my personal brand. And this is a little bit more personal, and you might not feel the same way. Nowadays, well, my biggest goal is providing value, not only to you guys, but I want to do the same thing with my stores, right? Like, I've made a lot of money, but with my dropshipping stores, I don't feel the same sort of fulfillment that I expected. Like, money's great, and once you start making a lot of money, it's very exciting at first, but then you start thinking about the long term, and it's like, man, okay, I'm making all this money, but I have very few happy customers, you know, stuff like that. And I'm not shitting on dropshipping at all. I absolutely love the dropshipping business model. I think it's the greatest opportunity of our generation in terms of starting a business. But now I've erased all of my limiting beliefs through dropshipping. So now I know that I can build something much, much bigger than anything I've built before. And that's basically what we're doing now. I want to provide value for my customers, build a brand that people are excited about, that people actually want to recommend to their friends and families and whatever it may be. So that's sort of what I wanted to cover slightly. Like, guys, I think it's great to be motivated to make money, but please just stay the course. And if you're not making much money, or if you're making very little money, keep in mind that if you were able to make even one sale, you can replicate that. You just have to be motivated enough, and you just have to continuously take action and keep getting better and better. But money, guys, is really not a main source of happiness for me, and that was one of the toughest things to accept this year. As we were making more and more money, I started to see that I was becoming more stressed out, and quite honestly, like a little bit more unhappy than I was before. And it's kind of weird, and like I said, this is a little personal, but I started feeling like, man, am I always gonna want to, like with this, like, yes, we're making a lot of money, but I don't want to always be chasing money like this, like it's not, I don't feel good about it. Sure, I have some money in the bank, but like, what else do I have, right? So this is why I've shifted my focus from just wanting to make as much money as possible to still wanting to make a lot of money, but also build something bigger than that, not just a cash cow, right? Now, I'm still gonna have a cash cow. I mean, like I said, like dropshipping is amazing. It's a great cash flow system, and you can build a tangible long-term income out of it, definitely. But I want to build something bigger personally. So hopefully this helped you out in some way. I know this was a very random video. I've been really wanting to make a mindset video recently, because even though a lot of you guys might not believe this, and it kind of sounds cheesy, but when people say that 80% or 70% of success in e-commerce is attributed to mindset, it's true, guys. It's not a lie. Like, if I didn't have the proper mindset from the very beginning to just continuously improve and continuously get rid of my limiting beliefs, I would not be where I am today. And I think that's why most people fail, because they continuously take losses and fail, but don't do anything to improve and don't really look to themselves as a solution, right? Like, one of the biggest things that Tyler taught me, to be honest with you guys, is to not rely on other people so much. Like, I was the guy always going on YouTube, trying to find this new strategy, trying to find whatever, trying to find the secret to dropshipping, and really there was no secret. Like, after like a year of doing that, I found that there was literally no secret, and Tyler was the reason why we started succeeding, because Tyler literally didn't give a shit about what anybody was saying. He didn't look at a single YouTube video. He didn't buy any courses. He was just like, okay, this is our business. What can we do to make money? Like, how can we grow? Like, let's just get creative, whatever. And that made all the difference. So, and to everyone else out there, of course, you might not have the benefit of having a partner like I did, and I'm very thankful. I'm very much aware of all the advantages that I've had. But take this advice to heart. Like, take me as your partner in a way, like as your like dropshipping advice partner or whatever, because I've been through it all. Like, literally, we've almost reached 1 million in online sales this year, which is unbelievable. I'm kind of mad that we didn't quite reach it, but there's always the next year. I'm never down on myself about those type of things. I just keep moving forward and stay motivated. But so take this advice to heart, guys. Hopefully this helped you out in some way. Hopefully it motivated you in some way, or made you feel better about your journey. That was kind of the purpose of this. Make sure, of course, you subscribe to the channel. The family's growing so quick. I couldn't be more thankful for you guys, for all the support you give me, and of course, just for staying throughout this whole journey with me this whole time. I mean, I always tell you guys, I'm not trying to be a guru. I'm just sharing my journey, giving advice as I go, as I learn. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this one, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Nike's on my feet, keep my cipher complete like